Okay, welcome back. Now, where did we leave off?
Praise Sigma. Summon the Elector Counts.
Well, looks like we leveled up Carl and company. Everyone can move. Okay, we got all of our buildings going. Let's say we upgrade Ubersreich first, as that'll get us access to some more troop types.
I will not obey.
This here is an interesting situation. I think that if we attack him with Carl, it will bring this garrison from Helmgart in to defend them, which is good, because then we can kick that garrison's ass while they're outside the city walls. And with any luck, we can get our mage in on the action here.
Now?
So I would like you
Onwards.
to get close enough to reinforce.
Now?
Embed you into there, so that you guys can gain some experience.
Who calls? Bring me to my men. Men!
While Carl goes in for this fight. Interesting, yes. Now, with this lightning strike option, it would remove all of the reinforcements from both sides. But we actually want to fight these guys out here, so that we can get rid of them. So let's spin this up and see what happens. Okay, so those reinforcements are going to come in from there. Our reinforcements are going to come in from here. They will have a mortar. Yeah, they will have both a mortar and a ranged advantage. So honestly, I'm thinking that we just want to bum rush the bastards. But we also want to have our magic support. And we're just not going to be able to bum rush them before they get to shoot us throughout their whole range. Anyway. So yeah, let's hold back. Just gonna keep everybody kind of staggered. And so that those mortars hopefully don't absolutely wreck us. And we'll have Franz and the Reichsguard up here to hopefully run that guy down. Oh wait, yeah, he's on foot. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be able to catch him. Franz, you weren't getting your ass kicked again, are you? You kind of were, but then you smacked his head off. Good show. What's the range on this? Pretty low. Oh shit, if you guys are gonna leave that thing undefended. Oh, those ones might hurt a bit. Yep. But mortars are like a shrapnel-lobbing artillery. These Reichsguard are armored as fuck. Okay, so that actually cleared that up very nicely. These guys do not have very good armor piercing. Damn near everything has shields, so there's no particularly good targets. Handguns. Move up. Crossbows also move up.
My subjects call! The Empire endure!
Yeah, they need to get a ways closer yet. Okay, we need to wait for these things to engage a bit before we push in like that. Reiksguard, we're taking far too much fire. Same with our free company there. But it is just such a juicy target when they do stupid shit like that. Handgunners can start shooting into the greatswords, and the greatswords are a huge problem. They got 32 melee attack, which ain't bad, 32 damage, which is great, and they got a bonus versus infantry. So those guys will wreck everything. Which is why we're going to want to do as much damage as we can to them on their way in. Still not quite close enough for magic. Okay, so 3 units in here. That's a nice big group. It's the casting time. Don't know if there is one, so I don't know exactly how to time this. So let's just place it a bit in front of that unit. See what happens. 1. Boom! That's some decent damage. Okay, you can fall back now, buddy.
The Empire endures!
Let's give those guys the help. Crank up the attack values on our halberdiers because they're armor piercing. Handgunners don't have great angles for shooting, but I think we're about to rout some people off pretty hard so they can move back up. He's got just a second until he can give us another good wind blast. So let's set that up here. Say that general kind of direction should do us pretty good. Boom. And how are you guys doing?
In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Reikland Knights! No! Take position! Halberdiers! Ready! Militia! For France! Swordsmen! For the Warhammer! Fight them!
Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't think about how to route these guys off the best in such a way that we actually kill most of them.
To battle!
Even though this guy's pretty quick, I don't think he's going to quite catch up. I want to kill off as many of these great swords as possible.
We serve the Emperor! Yeah! Ready for war! War! For the Emperor! Swordsmen! My subjects call! For France! No! Free company! Wah!
Yep, those guys are dead.
For the Warhammer! Fire at will! For Heldenhammer!
We might even get that guy finished off. I don't know where the hell Carl was going to finish those guys. They are very strangely split up.
Reikland Knights! Militia! To battle! Ulrich's wrath on them!
You're almost caught up to one of them, Carl.
Reikland Knights! For the Warhammer!
Yeah, I think those swordsmen are now just about the only thing left. Man, as much as I was making fun of those guys earlier, yeah, they done it. Okay, so having Frankenwerter get away earlier has proved quite beneficial for us. So we killed about 700 of those guys, and won't have to deal with them when they're holding the fort. Probably could have done it in such a way that we eliminated more of them, but this certainly ain't bad. And it's not an advantage I was expecting to have. So yeah, let's see. Unfortunately, the mortar and the great swords are still alive. But it's only one mortar as opposed to 4. Yeah, we'll take on the captives, get ourselves healed back up.
To the provinces.
And we have looted a berserker sword. Constantly drips with blood, as if only just pulled from a corpse. Those that wield it scream with rage, demanding to feed the sword its next victim. Nice.
Bring me to my men. Into battle.
Oh, that's a good one. That balance of power is so overwhelming that I think I am just going to auto-resolve this one. Because it takes a long-ass time to do fights around these walls. And that really isn't much of a garrison. Yeah.
It is time.
And I'm sure we will see that garrison again at some
Summon
point.
the Elector Counts.
We will see this place again at some point when we have to defend it.
I am Prince and Emperor.
How much does your army cost? 2,000? We're short on money right now. Yeah, we're going to decrease upkeep.
Now, what does the Emperor bid?
Get this guy a horse. And I'm going to start working his way towards a lightning strike as well, just on the off chance that we need it. Mr. Gutbub. Our mage. Looks like he leveled up twice without us really noticing. Specialist, which drastically reduces the cost of him actually doing anything, down to 40%. Now, when he's embedded in an army, he will make it more likely for us to just randomly find magical weapons, which is pretty awesome. Boosting income isn't bad, provided he's sticking around our own provinces. I might look into getting that later on, but as of right now, we're not making a whole lot of money anyway. This just rather minorly increases the amount of technology that we're going to be researching. He can also attempt to wound enemy individual characters. That's characters like him, or assault units, which is deal damage to an enemy army. Some characters can out and out assassinate people, which permanently removes them instead of taking them out for a few turns. And assaulting units and garrisons seems just woefully ineffective. It's just not very good. So I say we just upgrade our Wind Blast spell. I mean, this passive only works against flying enemies. I don't know how likely those are, so we might just mix it up a little bit with this Thunderbolt and try to get into the later abilities. So the garrison at Eelheart is only 5 guys. Yeah, with it only being 5 guys, I don't think we need to worry too much about...
To strengthen the Empire.
I don't think we need to worry too much about getting any more people. Actually, I don't know.
It is for the best. We march.
I was thinking about just fast marching in there to make sure that we can get to it in the next turn, but I think we could get to it from here even. So let's just pick up a few more guys
I command here.
on the way there.
Bring me to my
And
men.
in Helmgart, we can issue a commandment since we have the whole province. This is a screwy little one because it's just a fort as opposed to multiple little cities. So we can set it up so that public order increases, a religious doctrine, increased taxes, increased trade and population growth, or a military recruitment doctrine. We're going to go growth and trade, as the trade one is faction-wide, so since this is a province where little can actually happen, like it doesn't even look like we can tax it or anything, we might as well get a faction-wide bonus from trade. And it does, in fact, grow. As it gets bigger and bigger, we will be able to upgrade the fort, which gives us better troops stationed in it.
Yes.
So that is everyone moved. And that would seem to be all of our settlements have buildings being ordered and whatnot. Diplomacy. Yeah. Talab clan.
Fellow sons of the Empire this day.
You wanted to be friends with you guys. They don't want to be friends. Screw that. And Nordland.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Oh, these guys love us. We can even demand that they pay us a little bit for all of these pleasures.
So be it.
And finally,
I am the blood of Ji. Welcome. How fares the Emperor in these dark times?
I do not want any sort of alliances with anybody because they get into fights and then I'm required to back them up and it just snowballs. It's a whole World War I situation.
You are shrewd.
Excellent. But we have trade. Trade is good. So yeah, now looking at this, yeah, we went from 450 to 570 income. That's not a huge leap, but it's a start. And as we start to get more things like clay pits, which give us pottery to export, and more and more provinces where we can get that bonus to trade faction wide, it'll snowball. So we successfully got ourselves that trade agreement with Nordland. Wonderful. Theoderic Gossier, Elector Count of Nordland, requests aid. His lands are experiencing increasing coastal raids from Norska, and he needs allies to help repel the attackers. Yeah, we've helped him with his Viking problem, apparently. And now it's saying that we should get ourselves a mortar in Karl's army. And that's gonna take a while. Norscan activity in the Sea of Claws increases almost daily. In order to prove his credentials, Karl Franz needs to respond firstly by strengthening his forces. What do we even need to make that happen? Yeah, first off, we need a level 3 city, then we need to build a gunsmith, then we need to build the mortars in his army. That would take a while. That's gonna take a while. Because it takes another 2 turns just to get up to 1 population surplus. The growth thing goes up exponentially. So it's like 200 to get 1 level, and then another 600 or something to get the next one after, and then even more after that. So yeah, it's a relatively quick boom, boom, boom to upgrade all your cities to 2 or 3, but then it probably takes even longer than all of those combined to get the one major city up to 4. But I think we were also talking to...
I trust our dealings will bear fruit, friend.
our buddies with the Golden Order.
Yes?
Yeah, there's Boris.
The Empire. So.
Oh, Westland is 2, Midland is 2.
All right.
Stirland is 5.
Sigma's will.
The Empire. What? So.
Yes.
Okay, where do we want to put our research after this? think we might go into those local militia. Because as we keep recruiting people, +2 recruit rank is nice. As well as the decreased cost. Okay, let's end her and see what happens. Not a whole lot happened, it would seem. Although, since we got those buildings built at Altdorf, our income went up astronomically.
No.
Ah, yeah, and it's a good thing that we did build those units, as they got themselves a free leader here, which does drastically change how those fights might go down.
So?
But we've got 5 more or less equivalent units to theirs, a mage, and a hero. So I think we can still take them. And until someone else picks a fight with me, I don't really know where I want to send Carl.
Me fruit is ready. I hear ya.
Yeah, we got goblins in these mountains here, which I don't think I would mind getting rid of. But I kinda don't want to kick the hornet's nest, only to find myself, getting attacked from some other direction while I'm busy with them. But we'll just have to see how that goes next time. So until then, I'm signing out.